Boy, really slinging myself into the fire with this one.
Fuck.
What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tainted.
Hello.
And today we're talking about why I personally think the killer perk NOED should be deleted from the game, at least with the way the perk currently exists in the game as of now. The point of this series of videos is really just to improve the game, make it more healthy and fun for everyone, killers and survivors both. It's not to meme on either side or push an agenda for either side being the better or more fun role to play. So I hope you'll hold your pitchforks and hear me out on this one, I really do.
You were the chosen one!
Now, I do need to preface the rest of this video in saying I do primarily play killer. There's no lying about that. I bought the game in 2016 specifically to play Myers, and when I did, when I first started playing, and even for months and, listen, legitimately years after that, NOED was a crutch perk for me. If I felt like I was losing too much without it, or I felt like I was playing a killer that wasn't that strong, or that the cool kids said wasn't that good, then I'd slap on NOED and get to work.
We're here to fuck shit up.
And I know it's that way for many other killer players to this day, especially since MMR has been added. I'll pop into a stream on Twitch here and there and I'll see people saying, I just feel like I can't do anything without NOED, or this killer needs NOED to be viable. And while I feel like parts of that are true, I don't feel like one single perk in the game should be able to do that for any player or killer. That's a problem with the balancing of each killer and the skill of the player themselves. A perk shouldn't be able to take you from 0 to hero.
I remember when I used to look like that guy over there.
Oh, me?
So in this video, we're going to break down what the perk is and what it does, and see if, just like in the Dead Hard video, we can find a way to fix it to where it's still a useful perk for killers, again, useful in more situations than it's not, but more fair for survivors at the same time. Yeah, whatever, the title's clickbait. Sue me. So what is NOED, or No One Escapes Death? Well, it's a hex perk, a perk bound to a totem that once active can be cleansed by survivors, and you might be saying, well, Tootin' can be cleansed, it must be fair and balanced. Aha!
It's false. No way. Not this time.
That would be the case if totems didn't have randomized locations, and if every survivor prioritized cleansing totems in every game of Dead by Daylight, which on the randomized part, it would be impossible to do due to other killer perks relying on that to be useful, like even in the slightest. It'd be a shame if a sweaty survivor squad could also just have every totem location on every map pulled up on their second monitor or on their phone for every game they go into. And let's not bullshit around. They would. And to the second part, look, first of all, we know that at least 65 to 70% of survivors do not cleanse totems unless they directly see it and receive a sign from God to cleanse said totem.
Give me your attention, baby.
And this is even more so true after boom totems have been added into the game. If you cleanse totems, then you miss out on using your boom perk, and, well, your boom perks are really damn good. Maybe good to the point of seeing a video like this about them. We'll see. So now we can really start dissecting the problems with this perk, see the flaws, and start to head in the right direction. Now we need to go into what the perk itself actually does, and that will hopefully lead to our solution. Or it's going to lead to a complete mental breakdown of every killer main that watches this video. So NOED itself activates once all 5 generators are complete if there's a dull totem still on the map somewhere. When it activates, you are then able to one-hit down any survivor no matter the health state, and the only way to get rid of this effect is of course to cleanse the totem. So there you go, unless you've cleansed every totem in a match, if a killer is running this perk you can get one hit downed, no ifs, ands, or buts. And the problem with actually cleansing the totem is, again, it's random. It doesn't spawn on a specific totem in a match. It can't, of course, so it's all random. And it doesn't really get any easier by the less amount of totems on the map either. If all 5 are up, it could be on literally any of them. If there's only one, then good luck finding that one little shit tucked into the most out of the way possible location. And that's if you can even get to the part of actually looking for the damn thing. I've seen this perk bring back entire games. 2 hook games. It's happened to me. It's nothing to see this perk take you from a D pip to a pip and a half in less than 2 minutes. Now, of course, that's not every game. It's not. Sometimes this perk doesn't get any use because survivors do well at hiding, or you don't have time to get to the door that they're all 4 at and opening, or the totem spawns right next to one of the survivors and it instantly gets doinked. But, look, how often does that actually happen?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
So how do we fix this perk? How do we make it more fair to survivors while keeping it good and useful to killers at the same time? How do we make it to where this perk doesn't hand you a win in a game where it would have been a hard L, but actually rewards you at the end of the game for actually doing halfway decent? Dude, just make it hook-based.
Oh my god! Wow!
So instead of the perk activating for an infinite amount of time or until it's cleansed at the end of the game, just keep the cleansing part and make it to where it's charged by the amount of hooks you got in the match up to the amount of 4. So sort of like barbecuing chili, but instead of getting a big bonus of blood points after the match,
You get blood and death.
up to 4 times before it runs out. That gives survivors ample counterplay, especially within Survive with Friends, because they'd be able to level out who and in what order they went for saves if someone went down. They'd still be able to search for the totem, and I mean, it just runs out if the killer tries to totem 1 or 2 people off the hook a couple of times. And I mean, there you have it. It's better. Not completely. It has some carry potential, but it's not infinite anymore. It's not relying on the 4 of you to find a totem hidden in the Himalayan mountains. There's counterplay.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
But there it is. We don't need to go on any longer. We don't need to keep this video running for that ad money, man. Because there it is. It's a simple fix. It's a simple fix to a perk that's plagued the game for years. One of the few ultimate carry perks in the game. I think this change still lets less than good players and players who aren't completely comfortable with a specific killer have a chance at least grabbing 1, maybe 2 kills in a game. Just not likely all 4. While still giving survivors ample counterplay to help make them not feel entirely cheated and, wanting to yuck their PC or console out their 2-story window. Like I said though, it's not perfect. It could definitely use some tweaking and perfecting, but hey, I'm not a fucking game dev, let them do it.
See you, chump.